To episode 18 of the podcast episode Laced Up. I don't know why I said that, but welcome to episode 18 of the Laced Up Show. This is a live recording of our podcast. And if you don't know what Laced Up is, it's a show all about sneakers and sneaker news. I'm your host, Chase, with my co-host today, Landon. And we have actually a really good episode for you guys. But kicking it right off, we got Kobe's are coming back. That's right. Breaking news. That's right. Vanessa Bryant reached a deal with Nike to continue making Kobe's. And if you guys don't remember, after passing of Kobe, Nike suspended sales of the Kobe line, but eventually they went back to it, releasing some colorways, and Kobe's wife wasn't too happy about that and canceled Nike's deal altogether. Now, according to Shams Charania, if I'm pronouncing that right, the Kobe Bryant estate and Nike have reached a deal to continue their partnership, and now it looks like Kobe shoes are going to be coming back, and Nike will be also making a Gianna, is it Gianna, right?
Yeah.
Gianna Bryant, Kobe's daughter, who also passed shoes. So the deal also says that 100% of the net proceeds from Gianna's shoes will be donated to Mamba and the Mamba City Sports Foundation. But Landon, what are your thoughts on this new partnership, and also which shoe should be the first comeback?
Man, this is some of the greatest news ever. Dude. A lot of people like, It was tough to see Kobe's shoe line just stop like that for more reasons than just one. And the main reason is, like, you know, alive or not, his line was like top notch.
Oh, for sure.
Top tier. Everyone loved Kobe's. So I mean, not only did you lose just the like great person that Kobe was and like the influence that he was, but you lost like something that a lot of basketball players and a lot of people just really enjoyed to hoop in. So this is actually like amazing news. I was just talking about it the other day with someone. I can't remember who it was, but it was like, you think Kobe's will ever come back? And I'm like, nah, dude. Like, they're done. How will they come back? Like, if there was a chance, I would have seen it like continue to release right after the passing and stuff like that. But it cut off pretty quick. Like,
well, yeah. Well, they ended their deals.
I know.
But,
well, like
yeah.
the relationship soured though. Like,
Yeah.
it didn't seem like it was very smooth. And I don't know how Nike had to reach back out to her and be like, hey, look, there's still a huge market for this. And now it looks like with the Gianna shoes for the Mamba and the stuff like that, how it's going to be now you can do something good with it too.
Oh, for sure.
Now you can do something really good with
Yeah.
it. So like, this is incredible. Like I was reading because I got to my articles late. So I was reading your first one. I was like, there's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah. Breaking.
That's insane.
Yeah, Kobe's are coming back.
So
But
do you know what the partnership looks like? First off, like did they sign a certain type of deal? Like,
no, it doesn't say like a year long. And there's no like duration long
so
contract.
what are they going to
for it.
release?
I don't know.
What are they going to start releasing? It's probably just going to be more Pro Tros and stuff like that.
Maybe.
The saddest thing is we're not going to see we're probably not going to see a
it's-
continuation of his line.
Maybe.
I don't know how you would do that.
I mean,
I
Mamba
guess you could
forever,
work.
right?
Yeah,
Mamba
you
for
could.
life?
You could probably work with Vanessa with it. But what's your other question you had?
I said which you kind of mentioned it already, but which model do you think they're going to come back with first?
So they do a lot of the Kobe 5s. I like the my favorite model for Kobe is probably like the Kobe 10 or like the Kobe 9s. I got some Kobe's right back here, but that's probably my favorite of his designs. But gosh dang, man, like his shoe line was just so great. I honestly I can't really relate it to anything else because like I like it so much better than Michael Jordan's line.
Yeah.
Just from like a basketball perspective.
Right.
From like a basketball perspective, they're so sweet. Like a buddy of mine just only wears Kobe's. Like, so this is gonna be really nice, especially for like I can see the whole point of doing it because you were at a point right now where everything, if anyone ever like our kids and our kids' wanted to get something Kobe, it's gonna be $1 million.
Oh yeah.
By the time you reach,
Kobe's
by the
are
time it
already
gets cycled and cycled, yeah, like by the time it gets down to them, like if you want to get a beat up pair of Kobe's,
no
it's gonna
shot.
cost you a month's rent
Yeah.
or something like that. So this is gonna open that market back up for the people because like I have his girls always hit me up like, hey, can you get me these Kobe's for cheap? And I'm like, yeah, I can get you for the cheapest they can get them, and that's not gonna be cheap.
Yeah.
Like it's just not gonna be cheap.
Yeah.
So this is just gonna open up a whole like this is a really great move for Nike.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is really great.
I wasn't expecting them to actually, mend together what they had because it was bad. It was a really bad breakup.
It was fast too. It was just like, hey, we're done.
Yeah.
Like we're done.
But
and I don't know how you move. I don't know how you get back to that. How do you get back to a point of reaching? That's what I'm saying. I don't think that she would have been one to reach out like, hey, we want to make more Kobe shoes.
yeah.
I think they're probably like, hey, look, like the market's still there.
Yeah.
Kobe, and Kobe's this like icon, this like great figure for a lot of people. Just
It's crazy.
just a just exactly what it looks like to work hard and make it all the way and just like, follow your stuff. He's got books and stuff like that. So, I mean, even though we miss Kobe Bryant, it's really nice that his shoes are going to continue to live on, which was a really huge part of his legacy. It's kind of weird to say that because he's like a basketball player. All of his stuff's more like accolades on the court and stuff like that. But like his shoe line is like second to none.
Oh, yeah.
His shoe line's just second to none. So, like, I want to see them pro show. I think it'd be sick if Vanessa wanted to be like, hey, let's keep designing these shoes.
That means we're going to get a shoe review for Kobe's.
Dude, that is going to be great.
Great.
We've legit never. We did. We did the AD NXT. Do you remember that? Like, when I first moved down here?
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a bad one.
Yeah.
We didn't do great on that.
No, but yeah, I'm excited. But moving on, Landon, what do we got next?
All right, man. So now we got Adidas is opening its NIL network to NCAA Division I athletes. The brand announced on Wednesday that it's forming an NIL network that will be accessible to its 109 NCAA Division I partner schools. Through the program, eligible students across 23 D1 sports will have the opportunity to become paid affiliate brand ambassadors with Adidas, which is a first for a major sports brand. Over 50,000 students will have the opportunity to profit off their name, image, and likeness, the NIL, under the new Adidas initiative. And the initiative is the latest chapter of Adidas' Impossible is Nothing campaign. So that's going to promote the brand's like goal of creating more equitable and inclusive future sports. So to start, athletes will have the chance to like profit through commission links, but Adidas plans to also offer like, elevated opportunities at the brand partnership and entrepreneurial level. So it's Adidas. Adidas is the first one to do this. They're launching their very own NIL thing. So what do you think about this news?
I think it's a great move for Adidas. It's kind of interesting how they did it. So it's only with the schools that are partnered with Adidas, which is kind of interesting. It's not like a broadband, like if you go to any D1. But I think it's a great move. It's kind of funny how they start off with basically affiliate revenue. I mean, we're also affiliate.
Yeah, exactly.
We're affiliated with Adidas, so it's pretty interesting to see. But honestly, it's a good move. It's a good move from Adidas, and then it's also good for people that are, their schools are sponsored by Adidas.
I'm surprised that it was Adidas is the first one to do this.
Yeah, Nike. I don't know. Nike with this is they're a little weird with when it comes to this stuff. Like I always feel like Adidas is more risky, and Nike's more of a safe bet.
Adidas was the first one to drop their NFT.
Yeah.
Adidas was the first one to do this NIL.
Yeah, they do a lot more risky stuff because this could backlash.
Relevant. That's how you stay relevant.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it's a good move from Adidas though for sure. But I don't know how much students are gonna make from it.
It's gotta be. I mean, it's Adidas. Like you gotta make a good amount. Like in my opinion, I feel like you gotta make
the
a
affiliate.
Good amount. Yeah,
right. I mean,
and then there's gonna be more stuff opening up. It's the first one, so like the learning curve is probably gonna be crazy.
I want to see one of the college who actually Adidas gets behind. That's what I want to see. Like
a major athlete.
Yeah, major athlete from college. Like. That gets a shoe deal or something crazy like that.
The weird thing about that would be like just because this like top tier athlete signs at a school that's with Adidas, now you can like do all this stuff for them and with them. Yeah. Like if like their jersey happens to be Jordan for Michigan or something like that, like then you're not really gonna work with them.
I don't know. It does give some leverage to those Adidas schools to be like, hey, like
they're the first one to do it.
Like right.
Like next year, maybe everyone has it.
True.
New Nike, New Balance, whatever, Under Armour, whoever. But if this stays like this, and then this upcoming year, which is gonna happen in like 3-4 months, you'll be talking about the start of the next year. And if no one else has done it though, and no one else has done it, then we're gonna be talking about like. Why not go ahead and because you get the transfer portal. I'll go to an Adidas school for 1 year and transfer.
Yeah, but
what?
You could lose your contract and stuff. So
exactly because everyone else did it.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying like if Adidas is the only one the first year, then you go to an Adidas school, and then you wanted to go to Oregon, who has a different brand like Jordan brand or something like that. They're like, okay, this is where I really wanted to go, and now they actually have a program for it. So I'm going to transfer out of Adidas, out of this Adidas school that I maybe went to just for some more money, because what's happening out there now. Like people are transferring, people are signing deals with Buffalo Wild Wings, with car dealerships,
of course,
with whatever. So I mean, it's
as well.
It's just wherever the money's at. Yeah. And the money's everywhere.
Yeah,
the money's everywhere now.
Man, the NIL, we're going to just keep hearing news and news about that stuff.
I know. We were talking about it last night. I was like, I just go to college 5 years. I go to college 5 years because if you got to think about it, you could probably make more in college. It's just like not a random player, but like it's just like an okay player who's like you just stick around long enough. If you can't make it in the NFL, you can't make it.
Oh, for sure.
And if you can't make it in the NFL, then you can't make money. Like, you can't make that good money. You can make really good money in college now, signing for millions of dollars. Paige Becker signing with StockX, millions of dollars. Like, you're making a lot of money now. So, like, I think it's going to have, like, a weird effect of, like, people staying in college longer instead of leaving to go to the NBA and make money.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
I fully think that.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, like, I don't know if I'm NBA ready. I'm going to stay in college. I'm going to make my $500,000 this year, and then I'm going to go. I'll try it out next year. I'll test the waters.
I'd be surprised to see if a lot. I don't think they're making that much. I think they're making money now.
No,
but
there's
not a lot.
The
not
top
a lot
guys,
of people.
the top guys are making a lot of money.
Yeah, but
the
they're
top
already
guys
going,
that would.
Those guys are going to make even more money in the NBA.
That's a fair point. But like, I mean, you saw like an entire offensive line got signed to some like barbecue like dealership and different stuff like that.
Yeah.
I just think it's gonna lead to some people that would leave early that are like those fringe, like not like a lock to be like a first round, second round draft pick, but like what could get drafted. Those guys will be like, hey, I'll just stay and make my bread here one more year and then I'll go pro.
Yeah, maybe.
Then
I
I'll
don't
go
know.
pro.
I don't know. It's gonna be pretty interesting. I don't know. Yeah, because there is a chance where that can happen.
That's like my backwards thinking there is that this is like this whole ploy is gonna end up. I don't know why you wouldn't. College is fun. You got all your friends there. You're just chilling. Like I'd be one and done if I was that talented because who wouldn't want to just go play in the NBA and stop going to class? I think class is literally the only thing that would make me stop from coming back to because college is so fun. Like like March Madness, college football playoffs,
especially if you're
college
D1 school.
baseball, like all that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like that stuff's like that's the time of your life right there. When you get to the NBA, it's like when you get to the NBA, NFL, it's freaking like time to go. Like lock in, it's showtime.
Oh, you know, firsthand experience.
I would imagine that's what they do. But it's like a whole shift. Whenever you're getting paid to do something,
yeah.
Like that's why people are like,
job.
"Oh, college is so different. Like it's so hard." Whenever I'm playing college sports, I'm like, "They're paying you to be there. You're officially on scholarship. Like it's not going to be the same thing as high school."
Yeah.
Like I mean, we know that.
Oh, for sure.
We know that. You get there, and it's a business thing. It's make sure you're at this workout by 5 a.m. Make sure you're asleep by when you need to be at this workout by 5 a.m. Like you're here to play baseball. Make sure you also go to class.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy what Adidas is doing.
Crazy space.
It should be interesting to see what Nike responds with.
Oh, yeah.
But moving on to another signing, we have Zach Levine signs with New Balance. Out of nowhere, last Thursday, New Balance announced that the signing of the Chicago Bulls All-Star guard, Zach Levine, says that New Balance's creativity is making waves across hoops, and I'm excited to join the roster of athletes that aren't afraid to approach the game in their own way. So, Landon, what are your thoughts? And you think it's a smart move for New Balance?
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. We've been talking about how we wanted New Balance to sign another athlete.
Yeah.
Kawhi was fending them all off. Zach Levine got through. Kawhi was trying to keep. I don't know that for sure, but I mean, I think this will be really cool. I hope he gets a signature shoe.
Yeah,
I was gonna
say, do you want a PE
next week?
Yeah,
I don't care
Levine
about
ones?
a PE. I want a actual shoe line. Like it'll be cool to start seeing some Zach Levine New Balance colorways and stuff like that, just on different shoes. But this will be interesting because now it's just two athletes there, two major athletes on New Balance, and Zach Levine, dude. The Bulls have got a really good. Like it's smart for New Balance because the Bulls have got a really good roster right now going forward. So Zach Levine's gonna be relevant. Like it doesn't make a lot of sense to be signing guys that are on like the worst team in the NBA.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
unless they're superstars, but
exactly. So even then, it's a bit of a risk. Like I was thinking the other day, like how much. This is what I was thinking the other day. What was I doing? It was whenever I was up here recording something. Oh yeah, it was like I was up here like getting ready to mess with the Jordan Zoom separate, and I was talking about that's what I was working on my Jordan Zoom separate script, and it's all inspired after Luka. We talked about that Luka's step back. Do you think how bad is Jordan regretting going with Zion 1 and not going with like a Luka 1, Jason Tatum 1? Dude, Zion hasn't played this year.
I don't know.
Zion hasn't played this year. Luka and Jason Tatum is on a team that's going to be almost favored to win the East now and come out of it, and Luka's averaging a triple-double again pretty much like always at the age of like 3 years younger than us. So, I mean, literally like I was thinking about that the other day. Zion's not a bust yet. You can't say that because he played 1 year at literally like a Hall of Fame rookie level pace. Like he was matching Shaq's numbers, Wilt Chamberlain's numbers. Like this dude was going off. But at the same time, he hasn't played. Like and he's not playing. They just shut him down for the year now.
Yep.
They said he's not coming back.
Yep.
So I mean, you
We'll talk about it a little later. I got another article.
But for this, no, so now finally coming back to this New Balance, I'm really excited about this.
Yeah.
I love Zach Levine. Like he's a really really great player, and he's fun to watch.
I think it's gonna be interesting to see what New Balance does and builds behind him, and if he does get his own shoe, like how does it compare?
He's got to get his own shoe, but this is a cool thing about that. So Kawhi and Zach Levine are two so different types of players.
Exactly.
Like Zach Levine has got so much bounce and just all this different stuff. So it's like it's gonna probably be two different playing type of shoes, which is nice.
For sure. Yeah.
It'll offer New Balance is good here. Like they've got more of like a high flying elite jump guard, then you got more of a lower to the ground a little bit Kawhi Leonard defensive guard. Just I feel like the shoe, like the construct of the shoe is going to be pretty different.
Yeah, I'm excited
from each
too.
other.
Hopefully it comes out. I mean, we won't find
so
out for like
surprised.
another year and a half probably, but
I'm so
when it
surprised.
does,
The nice thing about this is, like it's not like signing Zion or someone young. Like Zach Levine's kind of a made man.
Yeah.
Like
that's a good sign. I
Yeah,
think it's a safe bet.
yeah.
And overall,
And
like,
he
New
was
Balance
and
did it
he
right.
was like with someone, I want to say, like
Adidas.
That's
He was
right.
with
Yeah,
Adidas.
he was with Adidas.
Nothing.
And like nothing
Nada.
came out. Nothing
Nothing.
came out. But he also, whenever he signed with Adidas, it's actually kind of funny because he was on the same team as Andrew Wiggins on the Minnesota Timberwolves, and they both signed with Adidas. And Wiggins actually had a shoe come out. He was the number 1 draft pick. Wiggins had a shoe come out. Wiggins busted, unfortunately.
No.
So like he's on the Warriors now though. He's good in his role, but he's a number 1 draft pick. You're not supposed to be good in your role. That's just not the way.
Right.
That's just not the way the world
Right.
gets to work.
Yeah,
If you're a number 1
didn't
draft
pan
pick.
out for number 1.
So I mean, Zach Levine wasn't as high of a draft pick, but I mean they were both with Adidas. I think Wiggins got his own shoe, but I don't think that's still going anymore, obviously. But then you got Zach Levine. He left Adidas, and now we're still waiting on Jaylen Brown to sign, I think, too. I know we did a thing on him a while back.
Yeah.
I don't know if he
I
ever
don't
did.
know what's going on with that. Yeah.
Because Jaylen Brown was also with Adidas.
Yeah.
And now he's not.
Yeah.
And he's not getting his shoe. So it's like, I don't know if that's what forces these guys to leave or not.
I don't know.
Like if you don't get like, hey, it's been
if you're
long
in
enough.
the NBA and you
You
have
think
an
it's like an ego?
opportunity to get a shoe and have your own shoe line with like a big brand, I think it'd be pretty enticing to sign with them. I wonder if New Balance is like going in the, hey, you come with us, guaranteed Zach Levine 1 are coming out.
Dude,
like,
we're on the Mellow Ball 1 already, and Luka's out here about to go to his 3rd postseason.
Yeah.
We're
I
gonna
don't
see
know what's going on with Luka.
It's and same thing with Tatum. Like it's just kind of it's really weird to me just how these different brands handle their stuff.
For sure.
I want to know who's the next Nike shoe gonna be. We're already starting to get on our most recent one is the Giannis, and that's on 3. So we're already 3 years deep with no like new Nike shoe news coming out for a new person.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? The Giannis Zoom Freak 3 is the newest shoe, or the youngest shoe for a Nike line.
I'm
You got
not
Kyrie
sure.
8, KD 14, LeBron 20, whatever.
I mean, maybe someone in the draft
LeBron
class,
19.
but you know more about the draft class than
Yeah, I don't
than
know.
me.
I just don't know. I just don't know who Nike's gonna sign next. I'm just curious. But as far as like this New Balance thing, this will be sweet. I'm excited about this.
Me too. I'm excited. But moving on, Landon, what do we got next?
All right, now we got a man arrested after $250,000 worth of Yeezys are found in a stolen U-Haul.
So what is that for? No.
A 26-year-old man has been arrested in connection in stolen vehicle packed with 1,100 actually pairs of brand new Yeezys.
Wow.
A tweet from Portland Police Bureau's North Precinct shows the stolen U-Haul filled with scattered cakes of brown shipping boxes that look like what Adidas uses for e-commerce shipments. The tweet says all 1,100 pairs are Yeezys with an estimated value of over $250,000. This figure would put each pair at around $227. What around a pair of Yeezys cost for retail, which means, on the total resale value, we're probably looking at like considerably more than $250,000. But, police say the U-Haul was stolen on Saturday night and recovered by officers the following day. Rupert Cross was arrested and charged with aggravated theft and possession of a stolen vehicle, according to court documents viewed by Oregon Live. So, this sounds like more like a Florida story than anything. I think it happened in Oregon, but I mean, maybe this is who's copying all the Yeezys on release day, because that's 1,100 pairs.
1,100 pairs.
In a U-Haul, man. I don't know how you fit that in there, but the picture, I mean, they're all just stacked up, thrown sideways, just a ton of Yeezy boxes. But I mean, that's just a ton of money. What do you think about this story?
Man,
though?
I want to know more. I want to know how this guy got that many Yeezys.
It's a lot of
how
unanswered.
is he doing it?
It's a lot of unanswered in this article.
What happened? What was the backstory? Like, how did this guy know about the U-Haul?
Why do you steal a U-Haul? How do you get the pairs into
was
them
this
that
guy
quickly?
just like pulling up on a U-Haul at a random house, like grabbing this shoe off the shoe off the door of someone else's house and just throwing it in the U-Haul and then just like keep moving on? Or and then he was like, "What? I don't know."
There's just too much that we don't know about this, but it's like so shocking.
Yeah.
1,100 Yeezys in their possession.
Yeah. What? That's
How in the
crazy,
world?
man. Oregon's crazy like that though, because just how many, the sneaker, everything about sneakers is in Oregon right now. So, I mean, you got Nike and Adidas there. That's just crazy that one person.
I know,
it's
man.
funny.
I
It's
think
funny
it's-
that they don't say who owned that U-Haul.
I think it's funny that it's just
Yeah.
one dude because there's no way. Look, man, no way one dude was involved with 1,100 pairs of Yeezys.
Oh no, it definitely
There
has
is
a
a
team.
chain.
There's a team.
There's a
there's
chain of
there's something
people.
going on.
Yeah, they got a hold of one
Yeah.
person that was part of this thing. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know. I'm surprised that I mean, $227. Honestly, that's probably what Yeezys go for right now, anyways, because the resale
Yeah, on the
market is
aftermarket,
crazy.
yeah, right
Aftermarket's
now.
down. It
I
depends.
mean-
It didn't
I
say what
mean-
kind of Yeezys
I
they
mean,
were.
well, let's say they're 350s are 230. You got 350s, 230, 700s are 300. I mean, there's nothing
If
really
they were
under
450, if they were 450s, they'd be selling under.
450s or 210.
Yeah, I know, but that's for retail. I'm talking resale value. They're less than their
Oh,
retail.
yeah, they're like 200 right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. Whatever. I mean, can you imagine that thief comes home and he's like, "Oh, I got all these Yeezys," and it's like,
Like,
"Look,
you just lost us
yeah,
hundreds of thousands of dollars.
it's actually you lost money."
Yeah, we buy a few bricks and it's just like, oh gosh, dang man, we just lost $20. And you got it with the 1,100 pairs.
1100. Yeah.
You better hope
Even a
there's
$10
some-
loss, it's still 10 grand.
Don't even want to think about
But
that.
yeah, that's crazy. But moving on back to the Zion Williamson. Jeez Louise. But back onto him, you got the Zion 2s have actually been leaked. So the New Orleans Pelican star Zion Williamson is getting his second signature shoe. It comes at an interesting time, though, because Zion hasn't even really played much on the court. And according to Sneaker News, we've actually never seen him actually play in the Zion 1s. Now, this Zion 2 has a 90s-inspired vibe to it with some foot straps, 4-foot straps, and a classic Zoom Air type with a bold metallic kind of retro pattern covering the heel portion of the shoe. But sources say that this first colorway should be releasing around June 15th. But Landon, what are your thoughts on this shoe?
Yeah, dude, this looks like a LeBron shoe. This literally looks like the LeBron. I got him over there too. I wish they were on
Really?
the back wall today. This literally looks like a LeBron shoe to me because just with that back heel portion. But yeah, like the article says, no Zion yet this year. I didn't actually know that he never played in the Zion 1s.
That's what they were saying. That's what they're claiming.
That's,
I guess.
Well, if
that's true.
if they came out around June, if they came out around this time last year, I don't know if they're releasing on the year anniversary ish, then he wouldn't have been playing in the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't think. I don't
and
think
he didn't
was.
play this year, so I
Yeah.
don't know when he would have played in the Zion
Yeah.
1. I think this was supposed to be the year he played in the Zion 1.
Oh, for sure.
And then now the Zion 2 comes out and you play in the Zion 2. So that's a really weird thing to me. I was actually starting to wonder if they just weren't going to do the Zion 2 until he plays a year in the Zion 1.
They must have already jumped into production though.
They
almost
had
had.
to have.
They had to have the
They
one
probably thought he
and
was
the
coming
two.
back because
Yeah.
people have been playing in the Zion. The Zion's been out for a year. So they already got, I mean, they're full steam ahead with Zion. They're
Yeah.
not nervous about him.
I was gonna say,
Everyone else is nervous about
Yeah.
him, but not Jordan Brand apparently.
Do you think they're holding off on the threes? Because if so, if these are launching in June, they should be working on the threes now.
I wouldn't be working on them yet.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like, I just wouldn't be working on them yet. Zion did just post a video the other day of him like doing a between the legs
I
dunk
guess
off
like
the
a
backboard.
ridiculous
Yeah,
dunk or
so like
something.
it would have won in the dunk contest, like no joke. But like he can do that stuff, and it was nice to see him do that. It's so weird, man, because like I listen to sports shows constantly, and it came like the day after the Pelicans shut him down. They said like, hey, like Zion's done for the year, he's not gonna play. He's posting videos of him doing like acrobatic stuff in the gym. So
Oh,
they're
that's
like,
kind of weird.
yeah, so it's like maybe he didn't. It's like speculation. Maybe he didn't want to be done, but the Pelicans are just trying to play it safe and they don't want him to get hurt. So they're like, nah, we're just shutting him down. But he actually wants to play, so he's posting videos of him like, hey, I could be playing right now. I just can't
Oh.
play. That's just speculation,
Interesting.
more than anything. But this Zion 2 is actually going to be. I love the strap on basketball shoes, and you know that.
Yeah.
I love the strap on basketball shoes. This
I
will
like
be
the
an-
hybrid. I like the hybrid strap. And
It
then,
looks like it's going to be more durable than last year.
oh yeah, this is way more built up
It,
around
like-
shoe. This
Oh,
thing,
we got them right here. Yeah, we got the Zion 1s. These things are just like the upper is very thin. I was surprised by that because
yeah,
he
nylon.
blew through those
It's all
shoes.
nylon. This is like way more thicker materials. I mean,
Yeah.
look at that heel cup on there. I mean, it's some ridiculous stuff. This kind of
Well,
reminds
this
me
stuff's
of a
just so thin.
yeah. This reminds me of the Pumas, the MB1s. Kind of how it's built up as a mid. nowadays.
No, it's definitely. I think it is higher than this. I
Yeah.
think it is a little bit higher than his first one.
Yeah, but I don't know which LeBron you're talking about exactly.
It's the one.
what
It's
it
like the
looks
Everglade ones, but
Oh, okay.
they're probably on the ground somewhere. I'd have to show them to you. They're only in backdrops. I haven't done a review on them, but like they do look a lot like that. It definitely it's probably gonna be a heavier shoe. These were surprisingly light. I was
Yeah.
I was shocked by that. I don't think this does not look like it's gonna be that light of a shoe, which isn't a huge deal. I mean, for someone like Zion, more of a big man shoe, even though he can move around, kind of like a guard or a wing too. But I mean, whenever you're that big,
Yeah.
you gotta have
You
a
gotta
shoe
lock him
that's gonna.
down.
That's what I was so surprised about. Like maybe he faked an injury all year because he's like, hey, look, I don't think I can play in these Zion ones. No, I don't think that's probably not what happened. But I mean, I'm just glad that they actually did release it because I love basketball shoes and this will be a fun one to release. We're just gonna have to find a gym to get in this summer. I don't want to do it outside.
We'll figure it out.
We're gonna have to figure
We'll
it out.
figure it out. But moving on, Landon, what we got next?
We got some off-white Nike Blazer lows are actually releasing next month. After the tragic passing of designer Virgil Abloh, it was kind of uncertain what off-white collab shoes would release and which ones would not. But after a lengthy delay, the off-white Nike Blazer low is now confirmed to release in both a black and electro green and also a white and university red colorway on April 8th for $140 each. So, these are a little bit funky looking. I'm not going to say it's my favorite off-white collab, so that I've seen. But what are your thoughts on this shoe release? And now what do you think about it? Just like that it's actually going to happen.
Man, now seeing that Virgil, if they're going to continue this collaboration with Off-White and Virgil's not behind it, I don't really like it. I don't like it. I think they should have killed it.
This has been in process.
Okay.
This one was in progress. This one was in process from like a while ago.
Okay. I mean, I could see that.
So do you see them following? So you're saying like more like follow through with the releases and then stop?
I mean, I guess if it's already made,
that's
might
what I'm
as well
saying.
Release it. But
Like,
I don't know. Personally, I'm just not a fan of this Blazer low, especially if it has that kind of heel midsole attachment to it.
It's kind of funky.
Yeah, I'm not feeling that at all. I think it's weird. I mean, I kind of like the lacing. I forget what they did. They did it on the dunks. They
did it on the dunks,
and I think that's a cool touch. But I don't know. Overall, Blazer
it's not
lows,
my favorite, but I was shocked too. I mean, that's what I imagine they're gonna do. I don't know really how you morally continue to like come up with off-white colorways and collabs while Virgil Abloh is not a part of it anymore. There would have to be some type of same. I don't know his like personal life, but if he was like married or whatnot, like it would have to be in some relation to like family related stuff.
Yeah.
Like, hey, do you guys want to work with us and continue to release more off-white stuff?
I don't know.
But Virgil Abloh was the designer.
I think
no one just steps in and does it.
I think Off-White's done.
Yeah.
Like you're just gonna have to move on, no matter what I mean, it was great but now since he's passed, like you just gotta move on. Like, sorry, Off-White. It's tragic what happened, but you gotta just let the brand die. You gotta let it.
Yeah, because I think that's better than the alternative of just releasing colorways not against his will, but like just without his like involvement.
Yeah. I think overall, like the hypeness, the overall design behind Off-White would just diminish. So I'd rather leave it at a peak of what he was able to do instead of just profiting off the brand he built.
Yeah. I think that would be the best move for them to just go ahead and continue to release. I wonder how many more are out there. Like if there's a few more.
Yeah,
I would
assume probably like 2 or 3 more colorways. With either that or different models, because that should be around the same release cycle.
Because like this, from this article, like it was like update. It was like the first one. This was posted last year. Like so the first leaked stuff for this was posted last year. So they were working on it.
Yeah, I'd say maybe like 1, 2.
It's coming to the end though.
If there's more than 3 more pairs coming out, then they are just continuing to work with Off-White. But other than that, I don't know. Yeah, hopefully they just stop at 3 though. I really do think that would be the better move.
Somewhere around that number, yeah.
But moving on, we have some actually Adidas news, or Yeezy news, I should say, because Kanye West names an ex-Nike employee as the new head of Yeezy design. So Kanye West has appointed former Nike designer Nur Abbas as the head of design for Yeezy. In his new role, Abbas will be tasked with expanding the Yeezy brand and reporting directly to Kanye. So Abbas will be overseeing the direction and launch of special projects for the Yeezy brand, including Adidas Yeezy, Yeezy Gap, and the Yeezy Stem player. But Landon, what are your thoughts on this new hire? And what would you like to see for the Adidas and Yeezy sneaker line?
So I'm guessing that this kind of means that Kanye's staying put. It seems like a little bit. Because
Yeah.
remember, there was a
I
lot of
think
it
he's
up in the air.
doubling
Like,
down.
you think so?
Yeah, I think.
He's got a good thing with Adidas.
Yeah,
I mean, he is the kind of guy that could probably pick up and take it anywhere, but like, you don't know that whatever you launch next is gonna hit like a Yeezy.
yeah.
You know, you don't know that it's gonna hit like a Yeezy. I don't know how easy it'd be. Like, I'm assuming, I don't know what his deal is with Adidas or something like that, but I don't know that you could take that Yeezy name over to Nike. I don't know how you
I don't
do
know.
it, like the
Yeah,
Nike Yeezy.
I don't know how it's
Like the Nike
trademarked.
Yeezy, that'd be weird. I mean, obviously we had like the original,
I guess,
like
yeah,
Red
'cause if
October Yeezy stuff.
And that was Yeezy. So that
yeah.
went from Nike Yeezy to
Yeah.
Adidas Yeezy. So maybe Kanye owns that Yeezy name. But
I mean, I would imagine so, but I just don't know. You don't know that it's gonna land the same way from brand to brand.
Yeah.
I did see this news too, so I don't know. So this guy is reporting directly to him now.
yeah. And so he, I guess originally at Nike, he was at like in the works of the ACG line.
Oh, okay.
remember those?
I did see that
Yeah.
actually. I did see a little bit about that.
So it should be interesting because I wonder if they're like thinking of new, like that might be a new model they might be working on.
Well, the ACG is like kind of like a lot of stuff they release is like mountain, like trail, like rough terrain, tread, like
Yeah.
pattern type shoes and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And you're starting to see some of that stuff, like with Kanye's
those
Yeezy
boots.
boots and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know if maybe he's like trying to kind of intertwine the two, or maybe he saw what the guy's doing, or I mean, we really don't know how deep the
Yeah.
connection is or how it came to be unless you saw about it in the article. But I mean, it's gonna be to report. That's gonna be a big change. Look, I don't know who he was working for at Nike. I don't know who he was working under at Nike, who he was working with, working for. Wasn't anyone like Kanye West.
Oh no,
Wasn't
yeah.
a person wasn't a person in that building like Kanye West.
For sure.
So
I totally agree.
no, that's what I'm saying. So that'll be interesting. I was just thinking about that. Like,
Yeah.
you're reporting to Kanye West now. Directly to Kanye West. I
Yeah.
think it's the fact that they put that in there, that he is reporting directly to Kanye West, means like that's just a very interesting, like, you're gonna have that relationship. Like, hey, we gotta know
Yeah.
each other.
I really do like how Kanye is so involved with that too. Still, like it's
How
just
do
not.
you do it?
Man, he's.
I mean, how do you do it? Like,
He
it's
doesn't sleep. There's no
millions of
way.
people delegating on
I
his
know,
team.
but
I'm sure,
still,
but
like he's still in it. Like no matter what. I mean, you have to delegate
with
as
this
Kanye,
happening,
but-
I mean, you hope that everything's still going good with Kanye West. I mean,
oh
there's
yeah,
a lot
he's
of
been
stuff
in the recent
out there.
news right now.
There's a lot of news and a lot of media
man,
out there. Man, you never know
honestly,
what's
though-
fabricated. You never know.
Honestly, though, after watching his documentary on Netflix,
I need to watch that stuff.
it was pretty good. It shined some light on Kanye that I never would have thought of him. You know, he was a hustler, man. It was pretty good.
You gotta respect it.
I recommend it. Maybe have to watch it.
Yeah,
tonight.
I'll have to look at it because like I respect it.
Yeah.
But I also like, I mean, there's two sides to every story. That's always gonna be the thing with it. Like, I mean, you got the people that are saying like, oh, you're just capturing the bad sides of them, and then you got the other people that say, well, you're capturing this on camera. What are you not getting?
Yeah.
So there's like literally it's two sides to every story. I know that there's been some bad blood in like his relationships and stuff like that, and all kinds of stuff. I just hope that because he's got a really sweet line with Adidas. I think it is probably the best for him that he stays put. So it looks like him hiring this guy, unless he's gonna like take him with him everywhere he goes, and Kanye's gonna dip and just start brand hopping.
Yeah,
That would be
who
so
knows?
cool.
I don't know.
That'd be so cool.
We'll see. But moving on, Landon, what do we got next?
All right, it's time to end this episode with the segment Copper Drop, where Chase and I look at some of the scheduled upcoming releases and give our opinions on the design. So checking out the Air Jordan 3 Muslin that released today, Copper Drop.
Cop. These things are so clean, man. Jordan 3s have grown on me so much
Right?
now.
Right?
Yeah.
Dude, when was it? There wasn't a time. It was a while ago.
The
But there was a time.
Miniere 3s.
Is that
we
what
have
did it?
them
They're
behind
over
us.
there somewhere. They're not here today.
Those were like, I was like, whoa, these are nice.
Mine was the Fragment 3s.
Yeah.
My first time I saw, even though they bricked, like that doesn't bother me. Like the first time I saw the Fragment 3s, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
That is fire. It was so basic. The quality on the 3s are nice. They
Yeah.
tumble the leather a lot of the time. So I mean, I really do like the Jordan 3 easy cop right here. I figured I'd start you off with the easy one because now
Easy.
we don't got to worry stressed out for the rest of the for the rest of the shoe. So moving on, what do you think about this like blueprint Air Max 1 for Air Max Day?
Oh, cop. I'm excited for these too.
Yeah, you did it. Yeah, you did an article on these. This is the North America one.
Yep. North
and then
American
you got
exclusive.
like two other colorways releasing in like Europe and like
Yep,
something else.
Europe
in
and
Asia or something.
And Pacific Asia.
Pacific Asia.
Yep.
So I think we got the best.
Asian
one.
Pacific.
I think we got the best one. North Carolina Blue. My boys play today. I won't be here next week if they lose. So I mean, this could be my last article. Honestly, this could be my last article. So we gotta keep it moving. But yeah, no, those are super clean. So I'm actually just gonna stay with Nike this week though. There's not like any major like easy releases coming up. So what do you think about this black patent leather and this white patent leather Sakai Blazer collab?
These are clean. I like the black over the white
Patent
for
leather.
sure. But
That'll be
I don't know.
interesting. We haven't
Yeah.
seen that yet.
It's a new material on a blazer.
It's been like
I don't know.
slick. It's been like kind of like slick.
Yeah.
So I'll be interested to see. But I think this. So copper drop. Either pair.
Cop black, drop white.
Cop black, drop white.
Yeah.
And that's just because you don't want to get them dirty.
Yep.
But you like the look of them? Not
yeah,
bad.
they're okay.
It's pretty nice.
I don't like
cop
how
both.
heavy they are.
Those things
blazer
are
lows.
heavy, dude.
They're like
The
bricks.
heel cup.
Yeah.
It's like I don't even know. It's like they just got marbles in there. Or
Yeah,
something.
it's
Like
super heavy. But other than that, I mean, overall, it's a clean silhouette.
Sakai Blazer was a good one. The Sakai Blazer was a good release.
Yeah.
We'll see. The off-white Blazer. I like Sakai. I got Sakai Blazer over off-white Blazer. We just talked about the
For
off-white.
sure.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I think the Sakai Blazers were clean. We got like all 4 cause colorways in. Nike's milking this model for everything it's worth.
Yeah.
Cause and Sakai.
Yeah.
Now Sakai's doing their own stuff on it. Like, I mean, they're milking this Sakai collab like no other.
Yeah.
We've seen them do it a few times before. It's weird because at first it came out on the mid, and that's like when I first moved down here. Remember we saw like the black and white Sakai mid drop and the white Sakai mid and the stuff like that.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was just like Sakai's every week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now it's staying that way. It's been Sakai LD waffle, Sakai vapor waffle, Sakai
Yeah.
like
I don't know
all
how they do
kinds
it.
of Sakai releases.
But
Very involved.
But I actually have one that's not a bonus one. We also have this weekend, we got the Yeezy foam runners. Or the knit runners.
Knit runners. Oh,
Yep.
I was almost gonna do that, but we did an article on it
Yeah.
last week. The Stone Carbons.
Yep.
Oh man, I'd
Copper drop.
I'd run them over. I'd
Drop 'em
run
off a
them
cliff.
over. I would have run them over.
Yeah, it's a drop
On
for me.
purpose.
Yeah, those
I'll
things are.
flash. Yeah, I'll flash that photo. I mean, it's a cool model. No, it's not. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's okay. It's okay. It's not bad. It's not as bad as the. I think it's worse than the foam runner though. I
don't
personally
know.
think, and we talked about it last
We've
week.
talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You're not there.
an
with it.
interesting one. I'm gonna go for them tomorrow, but I don't know.
Nah, they
It's-
ugly. But all right, that's actually gonna wrap up this episode of Laced Up. Thank you guys for taking some time to watch. But until next time, peace.